Nice. 21 gun salute. Respectfully checking back in. Capo status. This ninja Keefe D about to get 25 to life without parole, thanks to his attorney Michael Sanft and RJ Pork Shoulder. They keep fucking around. RJ, as we know, he's the reason why Keefe D was wasting all that time. Bro, this ninja ain't stand on business. Who saw American Gangster with Denzel? Let me turn on my TV. This nigga Denzel was Frank Lucas. He should have did that move. Give him the crooked cops, Keith. Everything else is out the window. If you think throwing out the book, throwing out evidence, any other kind of fuck ninja strategy, suppressing evidence they found in your house, you still got 40 caliber shells in your house and dumb shit like that. You got a steel door up. Bro, you already look like you were guilty. Why they couldn't get through that steel door? I'm just saying, who idea was it to get a steel door? None of that shit made sense. Bro, he should stand on business and just gave them niggas the crooked cops. Your key witness is your main suspect. You know, all that, they not ugly on the outside, but they ugly on the inside theory. That shit is ridiculous. He about to get 25 to fucking life. I don't see him coming out this shit. I really don't see Keefe D getting out of this. I really don't. Like, shit, unless they're gonna dig Johnny Cochran up out that grave and brush the grave dirt off of Johnny Cochran and resurrect Johnny Cochran. No disrespect to the dead. But bro, I don't see him beating this shit, bro. Right? He says right here, they quoted him, it kills me on the inside to know that I told him anything. What the fuck, bro? They not only ugly on the outside, but they ugly on the inside. Bro, RJ Bond, you know, again, I'm not a Keefe D fan. I'm still asking this ninja, is Tupac breakdancing? Is Pac still breakdancing, B? Right? Is Pac still breakdancing? Is he breakdancing, Keith? Dwayne Davis Jr. Is Pac still breakdancing? Why y'all ignoring us? We've been asking this shit for months. Is Tupac Shakur still breakdancing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of this ninja just, you can tell he's not giving up the crooked cops. Michael Sanft is saying, his attorney, I really, again, this ninja is the bum ass attorney. This attorney, Michael Sanft, he's a joke. It's a scam artist. It's just for his book. It's a scam. It's a scam artist, bro. This ninja gonna say on YouTube, the burden of subpoena is not on him. Yes, it is. You his attorney. Is this a joke? The burden of subpoena is not on him. Bro, you're my criminal defense attorney. Keefe D need to say, let the record show. I've been saying the crooked cops. Your key witness is your main suspect. He need to say that on record, just in case he could try to appeal it, which he could. I mean, if he's not taking no deal, he's taking it all the way, blow trial. Even if he got 25 life without parole, he can appeal it. He need to say, let the record show. I said your key witness is your main suspect. Let the record show. He needs to say that, right? I'm no genius, but certain shit you need to say, Let the record show. So the whoever's that person that's taking the notes in court can print that shit. Let the record show. Your key witness is your main suspect. I told you Detective Vlad, I told Vlad, if I go to jail for Tupac, handcuff Reggie Wright Jr. next to me for Biggie because I know he had his hands involved. Let the record show. He needs to say shit like that. Look, I'm no criminal defense expert. I've I've went to jail plenty of times, right? And I know once you say, Your Honor, let the record show, they have to print that shit just like that. You feel me? So a lot of this shit, RJ Pork Shoulder, oh, all that energy and time. Oh, we heard the grand jury talking about the case in the hallway. Ninja, it's life. People are going to talk. What are you talking about? People talk about you all the time, carpet face. Hey, carpet face, Mr. N word himself. People talk about the case all the time, Ninja. You jammed this ninja up. 21 gun salute. Yo, who's snizzy? What's good? Rich gang, who's snizzy? Rich gang, Joseph, what's good? Rich gang, Jada. Rich gang, Avery. Who else is here? I think we saw Cynthia. Yeah, what's up, Cynthia? Shout out to my wrench gang. Yeah, so, yo, bro, I had no idea this ninja was facing 25 to life without parole. They say it right here again. Dwayne Davis, 63, charged with murder, 9-6, faces life without parole, bro, if convicted. God damn, bro. Damn. Yo, that's fucking crazy, bro. Hell no. Ninja, I would be telling on these cops. He told Detective Vlad, I could have gave him Mac and them. I could have gave him Perez and them. I could have gave him Reggie and them. Ninja, you running out of time. What are you what are you gonna do it? I could have gave him Mac and them and Perez and them. I could have gave him Reggie and them. Bro, you gonna go down by yourself? Ridiculous. You know, some ninjas growing up, they should have never watched Cowboy and Indians. Like seriously, Dirty Harry and Charles Brunson and some of these ninjas should have never watched shows like that. The Terminator, Paid in Full, Scarface, bro. Some of these ninjas, bro. When are you gonna give up the crooked cops, Keefe? Reggie, unbelievable. Reggie called it. I really thought Reggie Wright Jr. was gonna go down for this shit for Biggie and Pac. No puff on the play. I really thought that you know I really thought Reggie was gonna go down. I thought Keefe was gonna his attorney once his attorney with the new paralegal said the burden of subpoena is not on him. I knew it was over, bro. Bro, I knew, like, bro, it's time to get a new lawyer. Talking about the burden of subpoena is not on. Bro, you're my attorney. What do you mean? Are you fucking shitting me? And then guess what? He done ran out of options for an attorney. And then RJ Pork Shoulder, you know, instead of RJ just minding his business, right? RJ slept with the deceased cop's widow, Russell Poole. What's her name? Ellen Poole? What Erica Poole? No, that's Erica Kenner. What's Russell Poole's wife name? We had it in the chat the other day. I couldn't even find her. Instead of RJ just minding his business, try to go figure out John Lennon's homicide, or what happened to Elvis and Marilyn Monroe, right? Instead of him just stick to your culture in your village, RJ. You come to the Pac Nation, which a lot of it's just ridiculous, bro. A lot of energy and time was wasted. Attorneys were switched out for what? RJ, why would you swipe your credit card for Michael Pendulo, the other attorney, and then renege when you see the credit card payments? That's ridiculous. Megan Poole. Okay, we gotta figure out how to debunk RJ for fucking lying. Avery from Rich Gang said, and turn none of the boxes in. Bro, these ninjas is crazy, bro. RJ didn't turn the boxes in. If you was wondering who's RJ, Pork Shoulder, aka Mr. N-Word himself, let me get him on the screen. Give him his proper etiquette, Mr. Carpet Face himself in the flesh. Fucking Carpet Face. Ninja said, I could have gave him Mac and them, and Perez and them, and Reggie and them. Ninja, you about to do 25 life without parole. What do you mean? When are you going to give in these ninjas? Yeah, this ninja RJ Pork Shoulder. Right? This ninja right here, bro. Instead of him turning in the boxes, which probably, those boxes, if I'm correct, towards the end, wherever his case files was leading, those boxes was aimed at Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Jr. Drop comments below. If I'm not mistaken, those boxes was aimed at Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Jr., which, we say it, we saying it now. Russell had it right in the end. And towards the middle, probably no puff. In the beginning, like everybody else in the case, you don't got all the tidbits and the audits and you know what I mean? But now, 30 years later, we're saying, nah, bro, over $40 million stolen from Pac. Who would want that leaked out? But instead, RJ Pork Shoulder, right, joined forces with the Shanae from Spotify, the Shanae of Spotify. He joined forces with this dude and gave him half the boxes. I don't know what they did, right? The ninja that did every jail bit on his fucking knees. Nigga get arrested for a traffic ticket. Go to the precinct, ask him for soap. I'm talking about the itchy YouTuber. Unbelievable. And again, he made the handicapped rapist YouTuber Reggie Wright Jr. get away with a lot of shit. Major cover up, bro. Major. And you got some Pac fans, they just want somebody held accountable. Pac fans, I'm in my mid 40s. You got Pac fans that's way older than me. They figured it all out, right? They just want somebody to get arrested and sentenced. They don't care about getting Reggie arrested. Look at all the people that actually support Reggie. Unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. If you just tapping in, Keefe D is facing 25 to life I had no idea till last night that this ninja, he's facing life without fucking parole, bro, for the shooting of Tupac. And you know, I really don't know if he has time to give in the crooked cops and say these crooked cops' name. I really don't know. Even with the Biggie case, nigga, you was there, Keefe. Keefe, you told Detective Vlad in the Vlad Court of Law, you told Vlad that the night Biggie got shot, you were in a tunnel, but you ain't hear the shots. Like, come on, why you did the Little Cheese and Nino? Remember, Little Cheese said in Quad, he was in the elevator with Nino. Nino heard the shots, but Little Cheese ain't hear the shots. Somebody was just thinking about the weed. Like, Keefe D, he gonna tell Detective Vlad, yeah, I was in the tunnel, but I ain't hear the shots. Ninja, God Almighty heard them shots. You feel me? The echo of those gunshots alone, the echo, we're not even talking about the actual shots, the echo of those gunshots, right? You want me to believe you ain't hit them shits? Nah, bro. That's how I know he was involved with the Biggie shooting, lined Biggie up, made Biggie feel safe. Again, once Keefe plays his part and give up the crooked cops, ninjas like Snoop Dogg, who had the walkie-talkie, ninjas like Snoop will be at least subpoenaed for having a walkie-talkie. Remember, Warren G got drunk. Beep, beep. I heard a horn. It was Snoop in a Rolls Royce with peanut butter cream interior. No puff. I went outside. I said, nigga, that's you? He said, hell yeah, get in. And then he had, the Nextel, bleep, bleep. Whatever he had, he heard what was going on in Vegas. And they was telling him, da-da-da-da, Tupac got shot, da-da. Yeah, if Keefe will play his role and just give up the crooked cops, it's over. Do the Frank Lucas and who saw American Gangster? Oh, shit. Yo, bro. Who saw American Gangster? Bro. If this ninja do the American Gangster, bro. Remember, Frank Lucas, not only did he rap, he had his own, like, I guess he had like a chalkboard or something. Who remember the chalkboard scene in the precinct? Oh, shit. Right? Keefe need to roll his sleeves up and give up the crooked cops. Bro, 25 to life without parole? Oh, hell no. Nigga. Oh, shit. Bro. Oh, shit. The Big Bomber TV, where's your wrench? There you go. Welcome to the familia, my ninja. Salute. Congratulations. You got the juice now, no puff. Congratulations to the Bay Area. You got the juice now. Stay on their neck out there, my ninja. Word. The thumbnails, the narrative, the videos, the edit. Excellent job. You took this game to another level, my ninja. Impeccable. But hold on. If you just tap it in, yo, this ninja Keefe D about to do 25 to life without parole, bro. No, I don't see him coming out of this, bro. The DA, we gotta keep it 100. Like, seriously, we can't say, oh, I see a lot of people coming up with some defense, and I'm like, nigga, you say that shit, he gonna definitely fry in jail. It's too late for a lot of that shit. A lot of these tactics and methods people are coming up with, nigga, he's gonna definitely do life. Remember, his own gang members, Corey Edwards, he's been in protective custody forever since the green light. Who remembers the green light? Right? He was trying to get Corey blasted. Oh wait, I've never gangbanged in my life. But I can tell you this from what I see go on in these streets. Once you got one or two gang members, just one gang member, your own affiliate testifying against you, there's no way out, bro. Keefe knew that. That's why him and his son was going to put a green light on Corey Edwards, right? Corey Edwards, and then wait a minute. Then you got Dirt Rock. Dirt Rock think he's smarter than everybody else. Dirt Rock is the wrong ninja to have on your team. Cause he don't even understand. He's telling. Dirt Rock gotta, mature a little in life. Do we got a picture of Dirt Rock? Nigga, Dirt Rock. He think he's smarter than everybody. Just watching his interviews, this ninja right here, Dirt Rock. This nigga with the S on his hat. He swear he's smarter than everybody, bro. Not knowing he's telling on ninjas. Yeah, he's Orlando, yeah, and Keefe, and Dirt Rock. He's a part of the grand jury, and he puts Keefe in Vegas. Right? Keefe yelling, they don't got no proof I was there. They can't even put me in Vegas. Nigga, your own bros putting you in Vegas. You feel me? Like, bro, your own bros is putting you in Vegas, bro. Drop comments below. This shit is a shit show, bro. If you just tapping in, Keefe D is facing 25 to life without parole. There you go. It says it on this line right here. Well, it's been some of y'all probably already knew this. I've never read it actually. Like, wow. His attorney, according to this article that was laid out last night, um, here you go. This line right here. This line right here. Niggas said I sang because they promised I would not be prosecuted. Davis wrote in his book, Compton Street Legend. Ninja said I sang. Well, you better do a remix. Hey, this nigga better go to the studio and do a remix. Ninja said I sang. Okay. Bro, it's just, again, I knew this ninja was going up the river. Once his attorney said the burden of subpoena is not on him, I said, oh shit. Because, we all been there. Some part of our life, if it's not you personally, a family member, you're one of your bros, one of your homegirls, they took something to trial, they got discovery. In the discovery, they give you all the ninjas that's testifying against you, their addresses, their names. Discovery is where all the evidence come out, and they was wasting time trying to throw out a lot of that shit. No, he should have took that energy, those motions, and went against the crooked cops. And Sergeant Reynolds, Compton's most crookedest. Now, the book, for them to try to throw out the book, Compton Street Legend, I felt that was a bad move. Because even in the book, Detective Vlad in the Vlad Court of Law said, in your book, you mentioned Compton's cricketer, Sergeant Reynolds. You feel me? So the book was already pointing out the crooked cops. All he had to do was just stick to that, no puff, right? RJ Pork Shoulder, this guy right here, Mr. N-word himself, right? He has a confession tape way before Keefe D was indicted, way before the handcuffs was on Keefe. Mr. N-word himself, Carpet Face, has a recording on camera where Keefe is saying it's all made up, it's all bullshit. What? What kind of friends you got, my ninja? Yo, bro, that audio should have been in the hands of News 8, News 13, LAPD. Yo, he's a son of a bitch. Drop comments below. He's a fucking retard like his fucking kids. Talking about RJ Pork Shoulder. Bro, that's retarded. You got the video, and this is your friend. I'm not a Keefe D fan. I'm just pointing out the friends this nigga got, right? Nigga, your friend got video audio of you just telling, oh, it was all made up. They put me up to it. Greg Bacon put me up to it. Bro, why is that not in Vegas news? Why is it the media playing that to help him out? Again, when you got wishy-washy friends, right, that don't want to see you actually win, but they want the clout, they want the fame for themselves. They want to drop a documentary, they want to drop a book. They don't care about your well-being, nigga. You about to do 25 to life without parole. That not the elbow. Nigga got the letter L behind his fucking sentence. Not the elbow. Yo, when I used to do my biz out here, outstate of New York, when niggas come in with the elbow, oh, not the elbow. What? Oh, hell no. The L? Damn, bro. Niggas got hit with 13 to life. Niggas be panicking like, nigga, they gonna give you 13 to life, nigga. Not the elbow. 15 to life. Oh, shit. Oh, hell no. 21 gun salute. Shout out to gang. I see y'all in the chat. EXT, Wrench Gang, Brian H, Wrench Gang, Hell Jar, Wrench Gang. Jada, you still got your wrench? Shit. Wrench Gang. Solo Wrench Gang. Welcome to the fair. I thought I gave you a wrench, Babe Armor TV. Long time ago, no puff, but there you go. Welcome to the family. Who else? EXT. Yeah, man. This shit is serious, bro. Yo, Joseph, what's good, my G? Yeah, this ninja got the fucking elbow. Bro, this ninja, Keefe D. Again, Michael Sanft, man, like, I believe, all jokes aside, if Dwayne Davis Jr. man up and mature in life, like, seriously, his son, this is why it's important that if you got kids and they respect you, right, and you and your kids got a great relationship, this is why you actually try to make them a better version of you. Don't try to make them just like you. You try to make them a better version of you. It's very important because Dwayne Davis Jr., I believe if he mature in life, he can actually get a malpractice lawsuit against Keefe D's attorney. Now, the malpractice, I don't know if he can file malpractice on part of Keefe D's new attorney, Michael Sanft, but the malpractice where he's saying on camera, oh, the burden of subpoena is not on me, and I don't care about missing evidence. I don't care about missing documents. Whoa, you my attorney, my ninja. I believe just the fact that he said that on Shanae's channel, Choke Drop the Soap, just the fact that he said that on camera, if Keefe D, Dwayne Davis' son, Jr., Dwayne Davis Jr., just mature in life and have a better attitude, he can't get this guy on malpractice for his dad. And that would help him on an appeal. I'm serious because that shows that your attorney had negligence from the getty up. Draw comments below. I mean, hey, I could be wrong. I'm no expert. Not trying to be a YouTube expert, criminal defense expert, but that sounds like he might have some grounds for some kind of negligence and already saying that, already throwing in the towel. The ninja attorney already threw in the towel. Seriously, I was trying to find his picture, but I guess it's irrelevant. 21 gun salute. If you just tapping in, we talking about Keefe D getting 25 to life without parole, bro. That's fucking ridiculous. Oh shit, space traveler got shot again? Oh god damn. Ninja said greeting earthlings. Niggas shot him. Oh shit. Ninja said greeting earthlings. Oh shit. Yo. What he said. I don't know. Who's Snizzy? Him and Space Traveler been having beef from day one. Them niggas had beef from day one, bro. Yo. Premiere, what's good? Oh shit. Y'all niggas. Yo. Keefe D got to trade places with them crooked cops before we say free him. Yo, this shit crazy. Yo, bro, this shit crazy, bro. 25 to life without parole, bro. That's not a good look, bro. And he was on the right path. Again, I was telling y'all when Keefe was screaming, "Your key witness is your main suspect." That's when the media was giving him, some love. He had press conference. Who remember that? When he was crying crocodile tears, like he got life plus. Yo, the nigga, right? He wasn't even in he wasn't even at the stage he's at now. ABC News, Worldwide News came to visit him. The ninja was crying crocodile tears like he got life plus, bro. The ninja was like, yo. But again, that's when the media was showing him love. They gave him a fresh jail outfit. You know what I'm saying? The ninja had his fresh county blues on. He wasn't raggedy. Remember, the last time we heard from Keefe before that, he's saying, Your Honor, they jumped me in my cell. These crooked COs, they jumped me in my cell. They take my food. I'm a diabetic. I can't help it. I'm diabetic. I got to eat right. Right? That and then we didn't hear from him no more. Now you know the ninja was getting worldwide exposure. The ninja was dropping an album. ABC News came. He was crying them crocodile tears like he got hit with Life Plus. And that's when he was saying, hey, your key witness is your main suspect. And the media was like, Reggie Wright Jr. And then Reggie, he couldn't even pork butt. Yo, pork butt. Ninja Reggie Wright Jr. gave a statement. He said, it saddens me because I was possibly hired to protect this man. What? Reggie didn't. Reggie was like, Reggie should have hired an attorney to reply. Bro, that reply that Reggie gave should have sent that nigga to jail immediately. Talking about I was possibly hired to protect this man. What, ninja? Now, again, last night I went over the Reggie Wright Jr. X-Files. and what Reggie told the grand jury. Um, and we found some, with fresh eyes, no puff on the play, with some fresh eyes, we saw that Reggie Wright Jr. said Suge Knight was already home around 7 a.m. after the shooting while Pac was in the UMC. Now, wait a minute, Reg. For Suge to be home in Vegas in his mansion after a shooting like that, that means he really didn't get shot in the head. What doctor is going to release him under those conditions? X-rays, CAT scans. Nigga, they got to read the X-ray chart. They got to send in professionals, right? They got to examine and, they got all kinds of shit to do before releasing Suge before 7 a.m. The shooting just happened 11, right? It just happened around 11:15. You mean to tell me Reggie, in his grand jury statement, incriminated Suge Knight in a manner where you got to question the bullet that was in his head? Nah, bro. According to Reggie Wright Jr., he said, listen, he got mad at Suge, right? He was very pissed off with Suge on his YouTube channel, Butt First with the butt plugs over there, with his co-host John Highland Garland, who got pregnant by Cedric Garland. But this year, I heard during the summer, John had a miscarriage. He lost a baby for Cedric. So, pity for you, John. So Reggie tells his audience he went to the UMC and Suge was with a 304. Drop comments below. Like, what? Wait a minute. You were that man that you made that leak that Suge had a 304 with him having sexual relations while his little brother was shaking the bed, can't talk, tubes all of him? Drop comments below. So Reggie in his grand jury statement, I pointed it out last night, that not only did he incriminate Suge for not really getting shot, right? But he had a couple of slip-ups where he said, here you go. This is his grand jury statement. He said, the question was, I'm on the top page, no puff. The question was, let's start from right here. The question was, were you aware, hold on, because y'all know my eyes. When you get to my age, you'll see. Y'all know my eyes. Let me turn on my fucking lamp. Y'all know my motherfucking eyes can't see shit. All right. They asked him in Reggie's grand jury statement, were you aware whether or not Parole was hunting for Orlando Anderson or other Southside Crips that night? Reggie replied, I honestly don't think Trayvon Lane knew who he was until he saw him at the MGM. Oh, that's him. There he is. That's a red flag right there, Raj, because that's not what they asked you. They asked you a simple question. Were you aware whether or not Parole was hunting for Orlando Anderson or other Southside Crip members? For you to just volunteer and throw in Trayvon Lane's name, that's a red flag. And they followed up with, so to your knowledge, Trayvon Lane did not know Orlando Anderson by name? Correct. But wait a minute, Reg. You done went on Capone. You done went on Detective Vlad. You done went on several other platforms. I just can't recall, but those are the top majors for YouTube when it comes to this Pac shit, and told them that Trayvon Lane knew it was Orlando Anderson. Moving right along on this paragraph right here, this line right here, he said, I can't honestly say if Trayvon knew, but I think when he saw Mr. Anderson in the club, he was like shocked. Wait a minute, what club, Reg? Oink oink. Hey, pork butt. What club? To my knowledge and everyone else that knows this Pac shit, it was the MGM. So for the grand jury to let him get away with that, that shows the grand jury has no knowledge of what really happened. No they have no intention of learning what really happened. They don't care what really happened. That's a major red flag that the grand jury or the DA will let that rock. Like, wait a minute, what club? So, again, Keefe D, Compton Street legend, he better just get ready to do this 25 to life sentence and come back on appeal because I believe I think it's too late. Unless he gonna do the Nino Brown in New Jack City, this is bigger than Nino Brown, no puff. Unless he's gonna pull that stunt, this is bigger than Nino Brown stunt. Yo, bro. And also the grand jury, I really don't know. I was thinking if he has an all white jury, could he be free? Or if he has an all black jury, would he be free? Um, there's a possibility it might be a hung jury where they get deadlocked and they can't make up a decision, right? But from what I'm seeing, with all these material witnesses and dirt rock on the grand jury, you know, for him to get a hung jury and a deadlock, hold on, let's take a vote. Oh, they took away our voting rights? Where's the vote? Oh, YouTube dirt. They not letting us vote today? Jeez. Where the vote? Damn. Oh, my bad. Y'all can hear me now? So, according to this page right here, okay, I'm back. EXC. Yeah, according to this page, Reggie could be fined and punished up to 364 days in Clark County and a $2,000 fine. That's the only restrictions on the last page. 21 gun salute. If you just tapping in, yeah, man. Keefe D facing 25 to life without the possibility of parole. And I wanted to do an election to see if y'all thought he would be given like the jury would have like a what's that called? We just said it. A hung jury. Val, I emailed you something about bullet grazings. Hold on. Niggas is debunking Suge. This is what you sent me. A simple bullet graze usually requires 0 days of overnight hospital stay, meaning they're typically treated and released. But no, 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 no. It's not. Suge exact words were he got a bullet still in his head. That's not a bullet graze. A bullet still in your head is far from a bullet graze, my G. That's what he said. They did CAT scans, all kind of X-rays. He said he even went in and deep dived his own self and said it would have paralyzed them, caused more damages if he did anything. Right? It wasn't a bullet graze, bro. Modern day times. What Pac said, Rick Lord, don't get caught up in the mix. Shook Nation is full of dirty tricks. Nah, we not doing that. Mm-mm. No way. Suge told the media he got a bullet still up in his head. Right? Try comments below. Yo, Bruce, what's up? Where you been? Nah, we not doing that. Bro, we not doing that. That ninja. Nah. Nah, that was the Suge Knight Nation, y'all. Ninja said, get the metal detector. Hey, Nigel, that was a great one right there. Yo, Nigel. Oh, shit. Get the death row security at at Can-Am Studio? The metal. Oh, shit. Yo. Suge better pray that the whole world dies before him. Because, his autopsy report, that shit better say and bullet casing in his motherfucking head, nigga. Right? And one of his attorneys was trying to, like, help him and, give doctors, this show they got, he did have doctor's papers. Nah, nah, nah. I want to see the CAT scan papers with the bullet in his head. Yeah, we not giving him no passes, bro. The ninja told the world every chance he got, he still got a bullet, a 45 bullet. And then, Suge is so fucking dirt, right? Not only did they got rid of the murder weapon and robbed Tupac, right, over millions of dollars, and then sued Tupac for 7.1 million, and his fucking knucklehead son is trying to say, oh, the audit was fabricated, right? His fucking chicken head son that is such a failure. Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be Suge Knight's son. You're supposed to have millions and millions of dollars for whatever you touch, right? But for some reason, you're a failure. And when it comes to this Pac shit, to say Pac's audit was fabricated, shame on you, right? Shame on you. I really have respect for that little ninja, right? I mean, not little ninja, but I'm quite older than him. But I'm just saying, I have respect for him, a little respect. But when he, start talking like Pac's audit was fabricated and his father didn't rob Pac, nah, nigga. Part of life is just owning up to shit. Bite the bullet, no puff, right? You can't say your father didn't rob Pac, bro. It's a written fact. 5,000 a week when Pac was selling millions of records. That's robbery, bro. Sharita Golden Showers Night. Your stepmother, because I'm not even sure. Nah, that's not even his mom's is Stormy, right? Your stepmother, Sharita Golden Showers Night, ninja, was robbing Pac. So, you got a lot of growing up to do, Junior, right? But what I'm saying is, salute. But what I'm saying is, Suge told the world, and even in the new era, on Fraud or Dialogue, he told Fraud that he tried to get scientifical. This is where the nonsense is, where these ninjas think they're so fucking smart. Like, ninja, you've been in jail for most of your fucking life. And, technology and, you know, Google AI now, it made us more a little quicker to be more savvy, right? This ninja told Fraud a dialogue. He told Fraud that, you know, I don't know how he knows, but I heard Reg said that it wasn't a 45 bullet I got hit with. It was actually a 40 caliber handgun. And I was like, yo, wait a minute. Bro, Suge, your exact words was you still got a 45 bullet in your head. And you told the world that you was, you know, supposed to do CAT scans and surgery and all that. But remember, there was a channel called Discretion TV. And that channel, Discretion TV, God sent us that channel, and God sent the content creator by the name of Valentino. And by God, that channel was a blessed channel. And part of the mission and the assignment that God gave that content creator, Val, was to debunk even Suge Knight. And I thank God that I wasn't a Suge Knight fanboy, or, a true believer of Suge. And, these fanboys of Suge was ridiculous, right? And when I said I zoomed in and I saw Suge in the BET special, and they was covering the Tupac Shakur death according to BET, and they showed Suge Knight in the first picture right here. It's from BET, the before. Suge had a walkie-talkie, and Suge tried to pretend like he ain't know who this person was, and he tried to act like he ain't know who this person was. And Ninja, that was you, Suge, in the before. And when you zoom in, y'all, we don't see not even okay, we don't even see a mosquito bite, Ninja. When you zoom in modern day times and modern day debunkers said, wait a minute, where's the bandage on your head? If you got a 45 bullet still in your head, why didn't the doctors, patch it up and have you put on a bandage? Like when Pac got shot at Quad Studio, that nigga Pac head was wrapped up. Drop comments below. Pac head was wrapped up, right? This ninja is the only ninja that took 4 business days home at 6 a.m. according to his security. Like, knock it off, man. And then the Suge Knight Nation tried to stand up for him and say, oh, he had butterfly stitches. Like, come on, man. It's like every year the Suge Knight Nation, just like Alex Free Suge, the YouTuber, right? He think he's so tough because he got Suge Knight in his fucking thumbnail. Fucking loser, right? Alex Free Suge. What kind of fucking name of a YouTube channel was that, right? Such a fucking loser, right? He comes up with, oh, that was butterfly stitches. Like every fucking year, the Suge Knight Nation just try to save this ninja. Oh, he got grazed. No, he did not. He said he got shot in the motherfucking head. And they did CAT scans and all that. Even Keefe D. He said, I saw a bullet go in Suge's head. I thought he was dead. Right? Even the nigga that's about to get 25 to fucking life, unless there's a hung jury, unless it's a jury deadlock, yo, Don Bucks are plenty, salute. Yeah, every fucking year, the Suge Knight Nation, they come up with some, way to make it seem like, you know, Suge was valid for what he did that night. No, he was not, bro. No, he was not. He wasn't, y'all. His security told the grand jury he was home before 7 a.m. in the morning. So, people say it was glass. People say he headbutt Pac. I can go with that. I can go with that theory that he headbutt Pac. Dawn Bucks are plenty Wrench Gang said, did you see the Google saying Pac kept trying to get out the bed and pull the plug in Vegas? I think we got discussed why he kept sedated Pac, honestly. If that was Pac, a lot of y'all don't even believe that was Pac. A lot of y'all don't even believe that was Tupac. Who else is here? Gaming Gang. Who is Snoozy? Yeah, I used to jack the Tupac faked his death theory. Not saying it's not possible that, they did a body switch. Not saying that, But somebody got to hold these ninjas accountable for all that missing money, bro. Bro, somebody got to hold them accountable for the bag, bro. Like, Suge got away with robbing Pac, and I swear, I wish I had the opportunity now to ask him, bro, why would you sue Tupac if that was your little brother? Why would you sue Pac? What would make you do that to his mother? His mother was just looking for questions to answers that, that you wasn't telling her. So maybe she had to find another way to ask the question. Why would you do that? What did you do for Afeni Shakur since you came home from jail the first time? Because look, I never did the audit for y'all. I got the audit. I never, well, a couple of pages of the audit. I never went over that yet. I'm over here trying to figure out who's really wrench ganging shit. Last night, fucking wrench ganging my ops fucking chat like I'm dumb. Like, oh, Val not going to see me be a cheerleader for Delgay. The nigga that's bashing me and lied on me and talking about he act like he all in my business and he know my business and why my channel was suspended or got shut down. Whatever he want to tell his audience. It wasn't for copyright strike, right? But, I'm over here trying to figure out who wrench gang for real. I can't even get to the audit. I'm over here virtually fighting fake ass Rich Gang members. Last night, like 7 Rich Gang members in Delgate's chat. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Unbelievable. You know this ninja is my op. He's lying on me while my channel got, taken down, suspended, whatever they want to do in the YouTube world. He lied. He fabricated the whole shit for clickbait and views to sound valid, right? And knowing, well, I don't even know if he understand these YouTube streets, but y'all know, especially those alleged wrench gang ninjas, y'all knew that I didn't start the body double theory. I never started the Tupac faked his death theory. I didn't start the helicopter theory. All I did was gave it a safe haven zone. That's all I did. Right? And that's what I mean. I can't even get to the audit. I'm over here trying to figure out who's really wrench gang. This shit is madness on this YouTube streets. The other day I told somebody, yo, look, I just can't stand the politics and the politricks. Oh, maybe you getting bored with it. What? I can't even express myself to my friends because they already got it in their mind how they see the shit going. I'm like, yo, I'm telling y'all how I fucking feel. I don't like the politics. I don't like the politricks. Oh, maybe you getting bored with it. I'm like, you know what? The world is just wired fucking different, bro. You got wrench gang members. They'll be in this chat. And I'm not, I don't care who y'all niggas watch on your own time. I'm not here to, I'm not your boss. I'm not a slave owner. I'm not a bully. Well, YouTube called me a bully, right? Just give me back my wrench and go on with yourself. Go about your business. Y'all niggas is grown. Go about your business. I'm not begging for friends. I'm not begging for wrench gang members. A lot of y'all got wrenches because y'all from the first season. Y'all never gave me a problem. I'll never seen you cheerlead on my opposition. You got ninjas that was cheerleading on choke drop the soap. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Y'all niggas know, even if you don't fuck with me, I'm showing you what he posts up on his Spotify. You got a Bati boy. Official Bati boy that every jail cell he been into, he get on his knees and drop the soap officially, and then put the pictures up on his Spotify and call it "Learning from His Mistakes." And his new single is called "I'm Dropping on My Knees" or some shit. Like, come on, knock it off. Shit's madness on these YouTube streets. You feel me? So, again, I used to jack that Pac fake your death shit, like, seriously. Like, I still believe there's a possible chance that there is a body switch. I took y'all to Vegas myself, and I showed y'all the airport across the street from the MGM. I did that. You know what I'm saying? But when I deep dive in the audit, Suge and Sharita Golden Showers Knight, they stole millions of dollars from Pac. Sharita Knight, the boss's wife, was paying her American Express card with Pac's death row royalty checks. How a real Pac fan is supposed to fucking feel? Tupac's gang related check, one of the one of Pac's best work, the double album that he executive produced himself. Suge Knight and David Kenner was stole the money, and that double album was projected to make over $20 million. Yeah, somebody has to hold these ninjas accountable for that bag. And then even Suge Knight Jr., his son, was saying, "Oh, the audit was fabricated." Nigga, you don't even know. You ain't do no diligent research. You scared to hold your no niggas that's holding their parents accountable for fuck shit, right? So again, somebody got to hold them accountable for that bag that was missing, and I believe was that type of fuck ninja to sit in a car and allow these experts to pump 13 to 15 shots up in this car just like they did Biggie. I said it last night. The Biggie Small shooting was the same style, and nobody else got hit in the car besides Biggie. So why couldn't they do it 6 months before the same way? Especially with Suge admitted, I grabbed Pac and told him to get down. For what? Why you on my ninja? My OG Smooth. Smooth B from Nice and Smooth said, yeah, that ninja Suge Knight was known for grabbing niggas to take the bullets. Oh, you did your research and deep dive. He did it during the Big Jake shooting where Wolf was aiming the gun, trying to clap Suge. Suge grabs Puff and used him as a human body shield. Drop comments below. So why he couldn't do it with Pac? And then, again, when you study the Biggie shooting, you had 7 to 8 ninjas in the car. And that shit was packed with ninjas. Probably had some females, because they said D-Rock, he had a 304 with him, right? Packed with people in that Suburban. And only Biggie got shot. Now, this is a hit crew that was specializing in shots. Frank Liger demonstrated what he did to Gaines, that he can kill Gaines through that fucking door, through the passenger door. Frank Liger executed the shooting. And, it's just food for thought, bro. Like, it's just food for thought. I don't want y'all to be stuck on, one narrative and not keep an open mind on what possibly could have went down. There was a lot of money missing. Even Russell Poole, that was a part of Russell Poole's theory. Suge owed Pac a lot of fucking coins. Damn near 100 million. Because if you do the 40 plus the gang related, man, it's a shit show. If you just tapping in, 21 Gun Salute, it's the afternoon here. It's 12 in the afternoon. Keefe D facing 25 to life if convicted without parole. Usually a nigga will get offered parole. Usually parole is on the table after a certain amount of years, parole eligible. But in this situation, they took it off they took the chance of parole off the table, and I think he got hit with the gang enhancement. Remember, when they first did the arrest, they said that Keefe was going to be hit with the gang enhancement. So I'm guessing that's the gang enhancement that he got hit with. You know what I'm saying? 21 Gun Salute. Yeah, Keefe is done, bro. Yo, seriously. I did it, bro. I've been covering, well, I've been doing my thing, no puff, with the Keefe D trial, but it was just till last night. I'm reading the paperwork from the media They saying this nigga facing life. Oh shit. Damn. Life without parole, bro? Damn, bro. And all he has to do was stand on business and give them the crooked cops. And guess what? They probably will work a deal with him because now it's bigger than Nino Brown, and he's actually giving up the orchestrators that he know. Remember, Michael DeRoe, Reggie's a son of a bitch. Oh my God, pork butt. Amazing pork butt. This guy right here, one of the most dangerous handicapped people in the world. The handicap grapers YouTuber. According to Suge Knight, his head of security sexually violated a woman named Capricorn Clark, who's one of Puffy's accuser in a Puffy trial. In Puffy's federal trial, Capricorn Clark testified against um, against Puff, and Suge during the trial leaked that yeah, my head of security also sexually violated her, right? So that's why he's labeled as the handicap grapers YouTuber. And this guy, what Reggie was able to do, he not only was the part of Bamboozle and Keefe, because remember, if it wasn't for Reg, Keefe would have never had those interviews on Detective Vlad, and I believe Cam Capone and whoever else. Just remember, Reggie, Reggie was the plug, the handicap rapist YouTuber. Not only did he was able to, be the plug, but what Reggie did, Reggie got the game so locked down right now, and he is so overconfident that he is showing his audience the Michael Doe letter that implicates him in killing Biggie and paying Keefe 500,000. That's how overconfident he is. That's how arrogant. That's how over arrogant the handicap grapers YouTuber is. That there's 2 weeks or a week and a half before the Keefe trial starts, and he's showing his audience a confession by Michael DeRoe. Hold on, can I let's see. None. Hold on. So I'm trying to get y'all that content. Right? Here you go. I zoomed in a little more for the people that got bad eyes like me. I know y'all like shit, Val, can't see it. There you go. Reggie is so arrogant right now. He's showing his audience the paperwork that Michael DeRoe confessed that him and Keefe killed Biggie. And they had meetings in Monty's, a death row hangout spot, to kill Biggie. Unbelievable. Bro, unbelievable. And there's a lot of names. Look, Darnell. A lot of these names is in the Tim Brandon affidavit. Right? That's how overconfident Reggie is. A pork butt. Amazing. There you go. After the murder, right here. There you go. Right here. After the murder, Wright paid Davis and kilos of cocaine. Reg, where you get the cocaine from? Oh shit! That's why they wanted to kill you, Reg. Hey, pork butt. That's why they wanted to push your wig back, bro. You owe this man 500K, and instead of paying him in cash, right? Because he was supposed to get, again, according to this document, right? The 500K, it says it right here, 500 bands from Suge Knight to kill Biggie, right? But Reggie pays this ninja in kilos of cocaine. I was like, yo, wait a minute, Reg. Oh shit. Unbelievable. KZ. Wasn't you the Ghost Channel? And Brian H shot you and he said, nah, Val, take him out the cemetery. Is KZ still here? Asking, he said, yeah. I remember. Listen, I remember. I can't find your Ghost Channel. They did reinstate you. I don't know what happened with Brian H that day. Right before he logged off, he said, Val, get that ninja out the cemetery. I went to check and I didn't see the corpse. I went to the coroner's office myself, the Discretion 304 TV cemetery, and I didn't see a dead body. So, do you got another name under the ghost? Because I ain't see the corpse. I seen this, the KZ. That's me, ghost of KZ with, yeah, but I didn't see the ghost. I didn't see that. You was really a ghost in the cemetery. Maybe you have another name that ghost profile is under, but I didn't see it. I saw this one you were on the KZ. That's why you're here with us now, the resurrection, but I didn't see the ghost. So maybe you have it under another name, KZ1 maybe. It's good though. I can use this account. Yeah, the ghost, you never gave me a problem, but something happened where they said, look, you probably a private eye, your account. They couldn't, Brian H said there was something that he felt, you know, we have professional ITs in this fucking chats sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I had 5 Wrench Gang members, 5 to 7 Wrench Gang members in Delgate's chat. And again, I don't care what these ninjas watch. I need my Wrench Gang to keep their ears to the street. But if I catch you cheerleading like Dub Allen, talking about Machiavelli Nation and throwing up wrenches, Ninja, you don't got no wrench in Delgate's platform. What are you throwing up wrenches and screaming Machiavelli Nation for? I don't know. I was confused. And who else? Southwest Riding. I was like, yo, you supposed to be my bro. Me and Southwest Riding, we had our differences, no diddy. But bro, I thought we patched this shit up. Oh, nah, y'all niggas. Okay. You know what? We moving forward. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas said, oh, I was at work. That's how you know them niggas is guilty. Both them ninjas came in the chat last night. Oh, what's going on? I was at work. What? No, you was not. You was on Delgate's live show. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Niggas said I was at work. Unbelievable. The niggas did what they wasn't supposed to do. What Pac said to Sway? Right? About Biggie and Stretch of them? My homeboys going to Biggie's concerts. Niggas like abandoning me. And in the live stream on the air, they like, yo, shout out to Val. Ooh, woo. I felt like Slick Rick. Niggas trying to give me shout outs and give Del Rey the props. Oh shit. Pac is GOAT 30 years later, bro. Ninjas is still doing that fuck ninja shit, Pac. If you just tap it in, 21 gun salute. Keefe D is facing 25 to fucking life without parole, bro. That shit sounds scary. Bro, that shit, just talking like that, like, sheesh. Hell job, Val. We got ops playing comrades. It's a dirty game, y'all. And you know what? You know, if again, I'm not petty, so I watch everything, bro. I'm not petty. I mean, yeah, they my ops. Choke drop the soap and on Delgay and butt first with the butt plugs over there. Yeah, they my ops, but I'ma still watch. It's free. But you don't catch me cheerleading. You don't see me do none of that shit. I'm just trying to see what the opposition is saying. I'm over here rebuilding this platform for you guys so y'all can have a community. And niggas is over there where niggas is not paying them no mind. They don't give y'all wrenches. They don't even choke drop the soap. He interviewed Keefe's new attorney, and niggas is paying them super chats. And he's still not asking the questions. I don't do that to y'all. He said, "Oh, Michael Sanft, you know, he can't answer. He can't answer a lot of y'all questions." Well, what about the questions he could answer? Why you don't ask those? This shit was madness, B. So, you know, niggas did what they not supposed to do. And oh, shit. Nasty work. Word. Pac used to listen to everyone's records. Gotta know the ops. Yo, for real, yo. Yeah, if you just tapping in, Keefe D, according to the media, here you go. Davis, 63, is charged with murder, 9-6, and faces life without parole if convicted. Damn. I would do an election and say, do you think Keefe's attorney will really, no, do you think Keefe's judge will really give him life without parole? Oh, shit. Yo, that's a different fucking story, bro. That's serious. Yo, bro, that's serious, bro. 25 to life without parole, bro? That's a serious ass sentence, bro. Word. Yo, bro. That's a serious ass sentence. And again, you know, this is how you know the system is corrupt. You know, I'm glad I'm still live. And it's 12, almost 12:30 in the afternoon out here in the East Coast. 9 o'clock in the morning over there on the West. Shout out to the West Coast. Can't wait to get back over there so they can send the body back to the Bronx, no puff. Right? But seriously, shout out to the West Coast. Again, if now trending, the judge is allowing the use of police interview in the Tupac Shakur homicide. And we all know the 2008 audio is stemming from Greg Bacon and the task force and Tim Brandon and, you know, all those guys that, all those crooked cops, the Reggie boys and Reggie senior friends that interviewed him, you know, it's coming from that era, that 2008 era. But what I'm saying is, well, wait a minute. Keefe said a lot of ninjas' names in those interviews, bro. He said Puffy. He said Zip. He said Dog Pound. He said Snoop. He said a lot of those. Yo, he said a lot of names in that interview, right? And This is how the government shows how crooked they are, because they are not holding those guys accountable. They're not subpoenaing those guys. Keefe D's attorney, who's a sellout, said, "Oh, the burden of subpoena is not on him." But wait a minute, dogs. You this nigga attorney. Did anybody ever fight trial in this chat? Did anybody ever fight trial that's in this chat? Is your attorney supposed to say things like, "Oh, I don't care about missing evidence and the burden of subpoena is not on me"? Wait a minute. So why are you my attorney? Why you got why you got a bar license? To sell drinks or to defend or to defend cases? Is this shit for real? Right? Is this shit for real? If the judge is allowing his book, allowing the interview from the police and the proffer agreement, but wait a minute. Why aren't they holding everybody else accountable that he said they named? Why is it just a one-way street? And this is how you know Michael Sanft is a scam artist. Nigga, you a scam artist, bro. That's a scam artist. To pretend like you're somebody you're not. You're fooling the public to pretend like you're this fucking attorney that cares about your client's best interest. And I'm not even a Keefe D channel. I'm not even a Keefe D fanboy. People coming to my chat like Space Traveler all the time. Free Keefe D. Free Keefe D. Hey, that's not me. I'm saying, yo, hold him accountable for what he did. He interfered with a homicide investigation if it wasn't really him and his nephew that pulled the trigger, right? Hold him accountable, give him the sentence. Can I get a lifeline? I think who's Snizzy? He's quick with the lifelines, no puff. Can I get a lifeline? What is the sentence for interfering with a homicide investigation in Las Vegas? Maybe we might get more clarity if we take it there. 21 gun salute. Let's see what Snizzy can pull up. No puff. Get the likes up for me, Discretion TV. As we rebuild, we waiting for YouTube to grant me what's that? The ads, because as you know, once you got ads on your videos, they promote the videos more. So we doing great on our own without promotion. But once I get that deal, once I get a new record deal, they gonna give Val a new record deal for Discretion 304 TV, new distribution deal, right? We're gonna have our own channel, 304 TV, right? We're gonna take this to another level because these ninjas are hoes. Who's this? Christine? No, Cretin Michelle. He was put out there to keep quiet about the crooked cops. Ranges from 1 to 20 years in prison. Oh shit. Depending on the criminal act and whether state or federal laws apply. Wow. This is crazy. Oh shit. But hey, it's not the elbow. You see? But it's not the elbow. It's not the life without parole. So he got light at the end of the tunnel. You feel me? He got light at the end of the tunnel. It's not the elbow. Brian H. Category C felony, bribing and intimidating 1 to 5 years or up to 10 years, depending on bribery, intimidation statutes, and state prison fines up to 50,000. Yeah, but it's still not the elbow. You feel me? Life without parole is serious, my ninja. Yo, I've been locked up with niggas, bro, that the judge says or the DA tells them, Yeah, their offer is 15 to life. And that changed a ninja's whole perspective. I seen nutsos. You feel me? No puff. I seen lunatics change their attitude after they said, "Oh, you facing life." Right? It's a better deal than the elbow. Not the elbow. He looks like John Highland Garland. Yo, that's crazy. 21 Gun Salute. If you just tapping in, we just going over this case right now. And, you know, this 25 to life situation is serious, bro. Like, all jokes aside, no funny, B. Yo, this shit is serious, bro. Cynthia, what's next? 21 Gun Salute. Keefe lawyer seems more worried about his own celebrity than. Yo, he definitely does. Who y'all talking about? Michael Sanft? He looked like a creepo. He definitely looks like a freaking pedophile. Look, any nigga that moonlight and does interviews with this ninja, the itchy YouTuber, any nigga that will moonlight with choke drop the soap and does interviews and you got his number, you got his number, he got your number. Them niggas ain't real right, bro. I'm just saying. I call a spade a spade. I call a fruitcake. Bro, any nigga like RJ, them niggas is bozos. They got a certain circle. And again, not to disrespect Shanae's paralegal status now. Now he's a new paralegal, right? Oh, shit. Yeah, choke dropped the soap. He's the first paralegal that ever got debunked immediately. Reggie debunked him within an hour. Oh shit. Yo, making me some lunch, y'all. Yo, Reggie debunked this ninja theory within an hour. Reggie said this is when Reggie showed the letter that Bobby Ladd said Greg Bacon dropped the ball, no puff. According to Shanae, he said Bobby Ladd was on Detective Ladd channel and stated that if you don't know who's Robert Ladd, let me get him on screen for the next generation. Right? Reggie debunked this ninja within an hour. That's what I mean. Yeah, y'all team is like the trial didn't start, and this nigga team is like 0 for 5. None of the motions got granted. They keeping the book. They using the minutes in the fucking in the proffer agreement interview. Like these niggas is like 0 for fucking 7 already, bro. And Reggie said, look, he debunks the paralegal immediately. Like, wait a minute, Reg. He didn't even have the job a week. Choke put on his paralegal shirt and his MAGA hat, Make America Great Again hat. Real pathetic. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, y'all. Hold on, where? Yeah, this guy, right? According to Shanae, right? Can I do a real live show? According to Shanae, he said Bobby Ladd, this guy, went on Detective Vlad channel and said Greg Bacon dropped the ball, no puff, because Reggie Wright Jr. was involved with the Tupac shooting or some bullshit like that. Reggie said, you're wrong. Reggie said, Shanae, the handicapped rapist, said, no, Shanae, you're wrong because Bobby Ladd was talking about the Biggie confession letter for Michael DeRoe, a.k.a. Little Al. And I'm like, wait a minute, Reg, you're that dumb and confident at the same time that you will show your audience a confession letter with 1 week before the trial that you niggas killed Biggie? Unbelievable in these YouTube streets. This ninja would show a letter to debunk Shanae that implicates him in the Biggie shooting. Shit is madness, B. Right? 21 Gun Suit. We were saying yesterday that these walkie-talkies were the same walkie-talkies. I think we found the walkie-talkies. That is the Compton PD walkie-talkies. Suge bought a set of them. He had some inside plug. We were seeing Trayvon Lane had one of these walkie-talkies. It looked similar to what Trayvon Lane had. I forgot. I think it was Logistics was asking about Frank Alexander not having a walkie-talkie, and I said no. Logistics, you got to remember right there, Frank Alexander, he had a walkie-talkie. And now that we are in the Compton PD era where we're saying, no, that was a Compton PD walkie-talkie, it looks like the same walkie-talkie that the police had, Frank Alexander had. Drop comments below. And that's the era where we at right now. We're saying Suge, he had the police walkie-talkies. That's why Snoop was able to hear everything. Yes, nigga K-Dub and Trayvon in this picture really talked about, I think Brian H. Rich Gang, if I'm not mistaken, was the one that sent me this picture. And now we know K-Dub didn't have socks in Vegas the whole fucking day. This ninja K-Dub running around in Vegas with no socks. 21 gun salute. Yeah, K Dub in Vegas with no socks. Oh shit. Right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, y'all. 21 gun salute. Brian H. Gaming Gang, salute my G. I appreciate y'all. Look, I do this for y'all, man. What, I've been live almost 2 hours, making sure everybody, was able to tap in. Um, as the channel grows, we almost at 600. Original Philly, you still got your wrench. Make sure my ninja original Philly got his wrench. I appreciate the support. Listen, man, y'all could watch anybody channel y'all want. But if you wrench gang and I see you cheerleading or oh don't die, Del Rey, or oh choke, your theories choke. I'm like, wait a minute. Right? And that's what these niggas be doing, B. Tammy Church. Right? Who shot her last night? I think Nigel shot her. Tammy Church. She got shot because she thought she was slick and right? Then she hid behind her husband and all that shit. Niggas shot her ass. Females get shot too, B. Right? Tammy Church caught her ass lacking in Del Rey's freaking live show last night. She got shot after the show. Niggas did a drive-by. And I think they zapped her. I don't even think they shot her. They tased her ass. There I go with salute, my G. Yeah, I think Tammy Church, she got tased. That'll teach her ass. Right? Tammy Church. She always hiding behind the church and the collection plate, the pulpit. Right? Church lady was like, yo, she and church lady was going at it. She act like she don't know why church lady mad at you. Like, wait a minute, I gotta tell you, you're a grown woman. Why church lady was mad at you? Okay, keep playing these games. They tased their ass right out the fucking chat last night. Still ain't see her. What Reggie said? She still ain't grow her arm back. Right? They tased their ass right back to the congregation. That was teach her ass. Yo. This shit is madness out here on these YouTube streets. Yeah, so if you just tapped in, you're looking at a real talked about picture from Vegas. I diagnosed this picture of Vegas because of Castro. Shout out to Brian H. He actually was continuously, I think he seen this picture like 2 or 3 times in my email. And the day I said, okay, I'm going to introduce this picture to the nation, I saw that Castro had the same outfit on that he had on at the UMC hospital. And I said, oh shit, this is Vegas. So, we seen Trayvon Lane with a big ass walkie talkie in his fucking hand. Um, and we see K Dub together, and these guys has not been yet subpoenaed. That's what's so amazing about this story in Vegas, that these guys, G boys, right? Let's start with K Dub. According to Frank Alexander and Suge, K Dub, something he know he never was supposed to do. He drives in front of Suge Knight, and next thing you know, there's a shooting. Right? According to K Dub, he ran up to the BMW after the shots was fired and was able to talk to Suge and Pac. Y'all okay? Y'all good? Y'all okay? Which I still don't get it, because Frank Alexander, he said, look, by the time he ran up to the back of the BMW, Suge drove off. So how was K Dub able to get to those guys? And according to K Dub, he looked at his rear view. He confirms Pac was trying to get to the back seat of the car. There was a lot of shit that these two ninjas, Trayvon Lane, and K Dub was involved with the night of Vegas, right? K Dub, he said he was there at the Lakewood Mall when Trayvon got his chain snatched. So these ninjas are like platooning partners. For them to be lacking and we catch them in Vegas together on the sidewalk, right? We caught them lacking, and now it's like, okay, it's obvious that Reggie protected these guys. Reggie, I just read earlier in this live show, he protected Trayvon in his grand jury statement, talking about, you know, he not sure Trayvon would have knew Orlando Anderson's name. And he even says, oh, Trayvon, he slipped up and said Trayvon, he just probably saw Orlando in the club and was like, yo, that's that ninja right there. When it wasn't the club, it was actually the MGM. So again, these ninjas got a lot of shit with them, y'all. That's what I mean. According to the first affidavit in the first search warrant party by Tim Brandon, right? Here you go. The originator, this guy, Blondie, right? He created the first affidavit because, according to Reggie Wright Sr., his chief took him off the case, and he told Tim Brandon and Bobby Baker to take control of the case. And Tim Brandon comes up with this amazing, oh shit, amazing 35-page affidavit and search warrant. And in this affidavit and search warrant, number 2 was Neckbone. Mr. Oh, Whack 100, I break your neck with my bare hands. Oh, Whack 100, I break your fucking face with my bare hands. Oh, Whack 100, I break, right? The nigga Neckbone, me Grimlock. Who saw the Goonies? Ninja Neckbone remind me of Grimlock from the Goonies. Me Grimlock hungry, right? Neckbone, he's been on a fucking affidavit for fucking years. Whack No 100 was saying, yo, Neckbone, you been on this fucking you been on the telling chart. You top 2 on the telling chart, right? Again, great observation by Brian H. He pointed out that even K Dub is number 15 on the search party list. So, these ninjas got a lot of shit with them, B. Like, seriously. And then you got Trayvon Lane, it's number 18. And you got a Maurice Combs, who looked like he's related to Puff. There's a lot of fuck shit going on in this shit, B. A lot of this shit, and Keefe D, He's on this list. Hold on, it's a two-part list. I just want to make sure you get the other part of the list. You got Orlando Anderson on again in Tim Brandon's affidavit. Orlando got three names or two names. He got two last names. He got Orlando Laner and Orlando Anderson. So maybe it's the guy with no 13. And maybe that's the guy with the 13. I don't know. Again, Keefe D facing 25 to life with the elbow. Right? And that's why when a nigga do live shows, I just can't do an hour. These live shows, as you notice, since day one, or whenever I did the restart of the new season, especially, it just can't be a regular hour, bro. There's just so many layers. Forgive me, y'all. I'm chefing up some seafood rice. Some seafood rice. Chefing up real quick. Eat some lunch. Oh, I even take my meds. Y'all know they gave me meds for my heart. They trying to get to OG back, you know? Trying to get me back to normal. 21 gun salute. You're looking at the first affidavit search party list, and there's a whole bunch of names. And we debunked a lot, not even debunked, we just bring awareness, like, wait a minute. And then just like Henry Smith, number 21, that's Hen Dog from the art department. Henry Smith, he gets assassinated right after his freaking statement. Henry Smith gave a statement and said, look, I know Reggie Wright Sr. I could get anything I want from him. Next thing you know, Hen Dog is dead. Hen Dog, he needs a federal task force, just like Orlando Anderson, Biggie, like the Biggie task force. Henry Smith needs to be on there. He needs a task force. Hen Dog, Heron, Poochie, Buntree, Big Stretch, Orlando Anderson, Gaddafi, just to name a few. How did these ninjas just mysteriously get assassinated? And if I'm not mistaken, is George Williams on this list? Ponytail? Did we see a George Williams on this list? We see Keefe D. He's number 30. Give me some thumbs up if you see number 30. Number 30 on the search party list, Keefe D. Jerry Barnes, if I'm not mistaken, number 27. Jerry Barnes, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that was driving the Cadillac. Yeah, these niggas on fuck shit. Then you got Big Dre, number 37, Big Dre. DeAndre Smith. And then number 24, you got Brandon Wright. We still trying to see if he if he's related to Reggie Wright. They said no George Williams, Monkey Man, which is a red flag. And then you got a Michael Payne. If I'm not mistaken, hold on, there's a There you go. Michael Payne, material witness, right? Michael Payne, material witness. He's number 11, and they call him Mickey Roo. And he worked at the MGM casino, and he was also Ma Paru. Shout out to Erica Love, Wrench Gang. This is from her archives. I'm not taking the credit. I think we like the first YouTube channel to actually present this list, but I'm not taking the credit. This is from the Erica Love files, baby girl, right? This is from her list. Um, her archives. If you just happen and we looking at the original affidavit search list, a list that's really talked about on these YouTube streets. We presented this theory or this subpoena list or the search party list or the first affidavit from Tim Brandon, aka Blondie, a few weeks ago, just to make sure this YouTube legacy shit of Pac and Big gets some solid info. Oh shit, number 3. Isn't that Buntry? Tim James and Alton McDonald? That's crazy. How number 3, they share a slot. Nigel said he's trying to figure out if George Mack is related to David Mack. Yo, a lot of crooked shit is going on, bro. For Terry Carter, what's that, 10 years ago? I think Suge did 10 or 11. Baby girl. Oh, shit, my jersey is. Oh, my jersey is told me straight up, Val, don't get me caught up in no East Coast, West Coast. I said on my jersey is, I saw you on choke shit. She was like, and? Hey, on my jersey is the first Wrench Gang member that bullied me. I said, okay. Oh, shit, on my jersey is. That was funny. That live show was hilarious. I said, yeah, I see you on choke shit. Yo, on my Jersey ish, I caught like 5 Wrench Gang members in Delgate's chat last night, knowing he's my op. You feel me? They know this ninja Delgate. He's my fucking op. He lied to his chat for clicks and views, right? And niggas was Wrench Gang, and they was like, two ninjas. I think it was Southwest Rod and Dub Allen. Dub Allen, he tried to play himself, come in the chat late, like an hour late, talking about not even an hour late, like a half an hour late. Oh, I was at work. No, you was not. And then that gave Southwest Riding a door open for him to say, yeah, I was at work too. No, y'all was not. Y'all lucky Wrench Gang ain't shoot them. On my Jersey shit says we gonna clean up these YouTube streets. Yo, listen to me, man. It's a dangerous game. We looking at the search party list from Tim Brand, and also these names too. Not only was a search party list, but you got the arrest warrants, and you see Trayvon Lane. How the fuck they had an arrest warrant for Trayvon Lane 30 fucking years, and he's never been arrested? Can we just make sense out of this? Can I be the first YouTuber to say that? When did Trayvon Lane's arrest warrant expire? Am I being for real or not? Is this exclusive or not? Is that exclusive or not? Can I show y'all how I work? No puff? Can I be the first YouTuber to say that? This is an arrest warrant since 1996. A felony arrest warrant for Trayvon Lane. And he still ain't get locked up yet. When did it expire? Can we just make sense out of this? Unbelievable. Bro, this ninja had a 1996 arrest warrant for a homicide or whatever, and he still ain't get arrested? Come on. Are you shitting me, bro? With a case number. Look, a case number, y'all. There you go, a fucking case number. Right? Trayvon Lane. Date of birth. 6/30/78. I think Trayvon even said Trayvon even lied about his age in the new era in a Reggie Jr. interview. Trayvon Lane tried to say he was 10 years old or some shit like that. Is this shit for real? When did your arrest warrant expire, my ninja? Right? Can we just make that make sense for 1 second? This ninja broke the record of having an arrest warrant and never been arrested. He always be in these police face. Mr. Whisper in Pac's ear. Right? Can we just make this make sense? They had an address, right? and Neckbone gets arrested, but Trayvon ain't get arrested. Remember, Neckbone said, "Look, I was at Suge's parents' house with Trayvon. So why didn't Trayvon get arrested with you?" Right? So that's one. And then you have this other arrest warrant. Hold on. Harold Wilson to commit murder. There you go. Harold Wilson. And what Trayvon says? Oh, shit. To commit murder. Y'all see that? Trayvon Lane, his search warrant is to commit murder. And this Harold Wilson guy, who is this guy, Reg? To commit murder. This is some serious arrest warrant, huh? It ain't for shoplifting. Right? And hold on, there's another ninja. Reggie's cousin, Brandon Wright, to commit murder. There you go. Who the fuck is Brandon Wright? Who the fuck is Brandon Wright, bro? Yeah, this shit is some fuck shit going on, y'all. Nigga said Trayvon is with Space Traveler, hiding out on the moon. I'm just. 'm looking to see if there's a date. There's a date on this shit, but I can't. I can't really zoom in. An arrest warrant to commit murder. Oh shit! No way! Hold on, lowdown. Hold on, y'all. Brandon Wright, aka Lowdown. Is that little Reg? Is that Reggie Wright Jr.? Is alias? I don't know. Brandon Wright. Is he Reggie Wright? Lowdown. And Reggie's nickname was Little Burn? It's kind of too similar. Too similar. It's like, come on. Yo, wait. Yo, that's crazy. Lowdown, aka Little Burn. 21 gun salute. If you just tapping in, y'all, wow, what a deep dive. We was talking about Keefe D facing 25 to life, bro. According to the media, he's facing not only 25 to life, he's facing life in Vegas without parole, bro. Mr. Vegas is a walk in the park. He's been in more dangerous jails. Okay, thank you for tapping in. I'm going to go live a little later. We're going to check out these YouTube streets, see what they talking about, and then I'm going to tap in with y'all. To my ninjas on the run, salute. Stay out the way. To all my ninjas on the run, stay the fuck out the way. Like, seriously, you on the run. Stay out the way. To my new Wrench Gang members, salute. Future Wrench Gang, salute. To my soldiers and my G's out there, kings and the queens, Wrench Gang, thank you for holding it down. Thank you for all the lifelines that was added on. Yeah, the saga continues. Keefe getting 25 to life without parole. It's serious. This shit is serious. All right, y'all. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Tap in later. Make sure y'all